Hey, it's Dan with Nevada Adventures, and I'm here to talk to you and give my thoughts and opinions on the STKR FLI OVERLANDER telescopic light. So they say it's like 25 inches long, it weighs 4.3 pounds. It's IP54 weather resistant, which I've used this in a downpour and I had no problems. It's USB-C rechargeable. And you can also use it as a power bank if you need to charge your phone or something. It has a USB-A out and USB-C in for charging. It has a 14,000 milliamp hour rechargeable battery. Telescopes 2 to 10 feet. Puts out a claimed 2,600 lumens, which gives you about a 100-foot radius of light. And the thing's pretty bright. My main complaint with it is there's a couple things. One, the remote doesn't have a very far range, but I am happy that it has a remote, and it is a selling point for me to have a dedicated remote. Like I know the Devos Light Ranger 2000 has a phone app that you can use, but I don't want to use a phone app. I want this in the top pocket of my tent where if I hear something outside in the middle of the night, I could just turn it on. I don't have to fiddle with opening my phone. I think the Devos also has the 1200, which has the on-off on the light head itself. But I mean, if it's 8 feet in the air, you got to take it down to turn it off. And I think that's dumb. A dedicated remote is important to me. So the battery life on this, they claim 6 to 72 hours. I think it's more like 4 hours on high. And I know the low, which is like the 72 hours is probably the red light. It has a red light, an amber light, like flashing white light for like an SOS strobe. I use the amber light sometimes. It's not super bright, but it's bright enough you can see around camp, like in the immediate area. And it's nice because it's 10 feet up in the air and it keeps the bugs away. The flashing SOS is more of a nuisance to me. Like, I don't know. I don't, it's just a gimmicky feature, I think, built in. Like, oh, an SOS fixture, I'm gonna, people are gonna come running to my random flashing light. I just think it's dumb. So you can plug this into a Jackery or any other power bank and get way longer run times if you're gonna be out around a campfire or doing whatever at home, working in your backyard. So my biggest complaints with these is this thing, like this is collapsing pretty good. It's not collapsing all the way. It's like the wire bunches up. You got to fiddle with it. Sometimes it goes right down, sometimes it doesn't. But it's annoying. And if it doesn't, if it gets to that weird hard stop, okay, there it goes. That went pretty easy. But if you can't get it to go all the way down, it will not fit in the bag. And pretty much every time I go to collapse this, see, it just did it again. That wire binds up, compresses, stuffs up. I don't know what it looks like in there, but it's super annoying. So rather than trying to fit this into the bag, I usually just throw it in my Jeep somewhere, in my truck, or I have a duffel bag where I keep my clothes, my chains of clothes. I'll put that in there, or just stuff it somewhere. Another gripe I have about this is the friction ring here that rides along the fattest section of the pole. So the legs have these little keeper stops on them in the rubber feet. So you can pull them out, and then this friction ring you loosen, and you're supposed to be able to set this down. Tighten the friction ring, it holds the legs. But this thing gets any kind of dust in it, or I've even had problems with moisture, like rain getting in there. This thing is super freaking difficult to fold up. Even so that like these little metal, whatever you want to call them, braces, they're all bent up. I mean, I've had big problems having this be stuck in this position and going to pack up camp and getting it folded up. It's just super finicky. I don't know if it'll break in over time. I've used this maybe on 6 camping trips, and it puts out a lot of light. So on this last camping trip, the screws started falling out, which, I don't know, I'm lucky I found them, but I think I'm gonna Loctite them and see how they hold up. But if this stupid leg mechanism doesn't get any better, like, I'm probably gonna ditch this light and use something else. But it shouldn't be that difficult. And like I said, if it gets any dust in there or any water, that thing sticks and does not work. And like, I've tried everything, like backing the friction ring all the way off so it's not even connected, and I don't know. I don't really want to lubricate it because it's just gonna become a dirt magnet. I think these things are like $230 right now, which I don't see the value there. So a buddy of mine that I four-wheel with and have known most of my life, we went to the Rubicon and he saw my Overlander light and he was impressed. Like, and I kind of gave him my opinion, like, yeah, it's cool, it's kind of finicky to fold up, the light falls down sometimes, and I also told him about this hard stop problem, I think, of it not collapsing all the way. But he thought it was pretty cool, even though the price tag. So he went ahead and bought one, and I think it's already fallen apart and giving him problems, and he emailed the company and has been kind of messaging back and forth about the problems he's having with screws falling out, the remote was broken, they sent him a new remote, the legs are folding up and breaking, and I don't know. He's not happy with it, and I feel bad for him spending the money on this product. Okay, so overall, I'm not all that impressed with this light. It could have been a home run, but it's lacking on a lot of the features and the quality. Like, I don't know. They could have done a better job for the price tag on this thing. If you want to see my friend's review, check out his channel. It's Go Wheel with John Larson. He does a review on this light too. He's also not very pleased with it, and he has tons of four-wheeling and camping content that is awesome. So go check out his channel. And that's my review of the STKR FLI Overlander telescopic light.